Imagine a place so dark that sunlight has never and will never reach it. A world where the pressure could crush you instantly. And living there are creatures that make your worst nightmares look tame. Hey everyone, today we're going on a journey that might just keep you up tonight. And I'm not exaggerating, because we're diving into the deep ocean to meet its most horrifying residents. But here's the twisted part. The deeper you go, the darker it gets. The creatures become more terrifying, more bizarre, more alien. But why? The reason is actually perfectly logical, and that somehow makes it even more disturbing. So strap in, because we're descending layer by layer into a world where light ends, oxygen vanishes, and something else entirely takes over. Let's start at the surface. The first 200 meters down, this is the sunlight zone, or epipelagic zone. Everything here seems normal. Dolphins playing, colorful fish swimming by, sea turtles gliding peacefully. Basically, this is the ocean you see in nature documentaries. Beautiful, calm, safe. But this is only 200 meters. The ocean's depth? Over 11,000 meters. This is just the opening scene. The real movie? That's down below. As we descend, the light fades. And where light fades, evolution plays a very different game. You see, at the surface, creatures need to blend in with reefs and plants. They need bright colors, streamlined bodies, speed. Everything's optimized for that bright, competitive environment. But what happens when there's no light? When colors become meaningless? That's when evolution creates something else entirely. We're now entering the twilight zone, 200 to 1,000 meters deep. Here, only 1% of sunlight penetrates, just a faint blue glow. And then, complete darkness. And here, the weirdness begins. The first creature you'll encounter, the viperfish. Sounds like a snake, right? Oh, it's so much worse. Picture this, a fish whose teeth are so long they don't fit inside its own mouth. That's right, when it closes its jaw, the fangs stay outside, curving around the sides of its skull. And these teeth? Transparent, glass-like. Because down here, camouflage means being invisible. If something shines, your prey escapes. But here's the truly disturbing part. On its spine, there's a photophore, a light-producing organ. It lures prey with a glowing light. Small fish think it's a tiny organism. They swim closer, and snap! Those horrifying fangs pierce right through them. Next up, the hatchetfish. Cute name, right? Trust me, it's not cute. Its body is flat, like an axe blade, and its eyes? Permanently fixed upward, because it only cares about one thing: what's coming from above. Its secret weapon? Bioluminescence, light-producing organs on its belly that create counter-illumination. What does that mean? When a predator looks down from above, this fish produces exactly the same amount of light as what's coming from the surface. The result? It becomes invisible, completely camouflaged against the faint light above. But this is just the beginning. You see, the Twilight Zone has a problem. There's neither full light nor complete darkness. So creatures need adaptations for both conditions. That's why you find species with giant eyes here to catch every particle of light, transparent bodies to stay hidden, bioluminescent organs because you have to make your own light for communication and hunting. But so far, this all makes sense. The real horror is still waiting below. Welcome to the Midnight Zone, 1,000 to 4,000 meters down. Here, the very concept of light ceases to exist. No sunlight, zero, none, complete, total, absolute darkness. And the temperature? Freezing. The pressure? 100 times greater than the surface. Oxygen? Almost none. Food? What food? Everything here is in survival mode. And that's why the creatures living here are pure nightmare fuel. First up, the anglerfish. If the deep sea has a mascot of horror, this is it. Picture this. You're in complete darkness. You can't see anything. Suddenly, a tiny light in the distance, faint, glowing, almost beautiful. You move closer out of curiosity, and as you approach, you see a massive mouth, teeth pointing in every direction, eyes dead, lifeless, skin sagging black like rotting flesh. This is the female anglerfish. And that light? It's a modified dorsal spine called an esca hanging from her forehead. Inside it, bioluminescent bacteria producing light. What does this light do? It attracts prey. Small fish think it's food. They come closer. And in one instant, that horrifying mouth swallows them whole. But wait, there's a twist. The male anglerfish is completely different. The male is so small that he attaches to the female like a parasite. Yes, he physically fuses with her body. His eyes, organs, everything slowly disappears. And he becomes nothing more than a sperm-producing appendage, forever attached, forever feeding off her. Nature literally created a living nightmare. Next, the fangtooth fish. The name alone should warn you, this fish has proportionally the largest teeth of any ocean creature. Its fangs are so long that nature had to create special sockets in the sides of its brain, otherwise it would pierce its own brain. Think about that. Evolution said, yeah, the teeth need to be huge. We'll just adjust the brain a bit. And its skull? Porous, lightweight, because down here, everything must be optimized for energy conservation. No waste. Then there's the gulper eel, also called the pelican eel. This creature is mostly mouth. Literally. Its mouth is so enormous that it can swallow prey several times larger than its entire body. Its jaw can unhinge, its stomach can expand, because down here, you never know when your next meal is coming. So if you find something, even if it's bigger than you, swallow it whole. And at the end of its tail, there's a pink, glowing bulb. Scientists still don't know exactly what it does. Maybe it attracts prey, maybe it's a mating signal, or maybe something else entirely. So by now you've noticed the patterns, right? Huge mouths, because food is rare so you can't miss what you find. Expandable stomachs, because there's no guarantee of a next meal. Bioluminescence, because it's the only way to communicate and hunt. Reduced or giant eyes, because it's either total darkness or only bioluminescent light. Black or transparent bodies, for camouflage. Slow metabolism, to conserve energy. Every adaptation is for survival. Every feature is necessity, not luxury. But are you thinking this is the end? Oh no, this is only the midnight zone. Below this, there are deeper levels, and there, the creatures are even more alien. Below 4,000 meters begins the abyssal zone, and below 6,000, the hadal zone, the deepest ocean trenches. Here, the pressure is so extreme that a normal submarine would be crushed instantly. Temperature, near freezing. Food, marine snow, basically particles of dead organisms drifting down from above. And here, the creatures are so rare, so unexplored that we probably don't even know everything that lives down there. Giant isopods. These are basically cockroaches, ocean cockroaches, but a foot long. Yes, 12-inch cockroach-like creatures crawling on the ocean floor. And because food is so scarce, they can survive for years without eating. Literally years. Imagine a creature that just waits, motionless, for years, just waiting for something to fall from above. The Dumbo octopus. Cute name, and it's actually kinda cute compared to the others, but still unsettling. Its fins look like elephant ears, and they flap to help it swim. But remember, we're at 7,000 meters depth here. This octopus is gelatinous, almost jelly-like, because hard structures can't survive the pressure down here. And finally, the Mariana snailfish. The deepest living fish ever discovered, found at 8,000 meters. Its body is tadpole-shaped, almost transparent, no scales, no swim bladder. Because here, traditional fish anatomy is meaningless. This creature survives in pressure that would instantly pulverize you. How? Special proteins, unique cellular adaptations, evolution's masterpiece. So we've reached the deepest known fish, and now, a question. Why? Why did evolution create such bizarre, such horrifying creatures? Because nature doesn't care about beauty. Nature cares about survival. Where there's no light, colors are meaningless. Where food is scarce, efficiency is everything. Where predators lurk everywhere, camouflage is essential. Where pressure is extreme, soft bodies work better. Every creepy feature is perfectly logical. It only seems alien to us surface dwellers. But the truth is, these creatures are more adapted to their world than we'll ever be to ours. We couldn't survive 1 second in their realm. But them, they're the kings of their domain. So today we journeyed from the beautiful dolphins at the surface, all the way down to the alien snailfish at 8,000 meters. Every 1,000 meters deeper, creatures became more bizarre. And the reason? Environment. Light decreased, so eyes and bioluminescence evolved. Food became scarce, so huge mouths and expandable stomachs evolved. Pressure increased, so soft, gelatinous bodies evolved. The deep sea is nature's laboratory, where extreme conditions created extreme creatures. So next time you're at the beach, remember that below, far, far below, there's a completely different world. A world that might just haunt your dreams. If you enjoyed this video, smash that like button, share it with someone who needs nightmares, and subscribe for more. And yeah, drop a comment telling me which creature creeped you out the most. Until next time.
Stay curious, but maybe stay out of deep water.